Okay, testing. Please let us know if you can hear us. We're about to get started here. Bienvenidos a todos. Vamos a comenzar pronto. Queremos ver si trabaja todo. Tenemos dos cámaras. We have two cameras going. And Serena's going to be reading off the...
Yeah. Sí.
Does it say above there? We're getting started. Can you hear us there on Facebook? Let us know if you can hear us. And make sure everything is right for everybody. Does everybody have their t-shirts ready? I hope so. I like this music that Serena's chosen for us today. Muy bueno. Okay, how's everybody doing? Hi Facebook, how are we doing? Yep. Got a lot of things in store for you today.
Y en español, bienvenidos a todos.
Muy bien, siga.
I am the translator for today and every day. Just kidding. Never the translator. But we'll play.
Okay, so got us in here.
Hey! We're in here.
Can you hear us, everybody? How's everybody doing on Facebook right now? Hope all of you are doing well.
Yes.
And we got Serena Cuevas.
Hi.
So we're looking everywhere.
A different setup today. Different again. But let me show you a little full circle.
Carlos, ¿nos puedes oír?
This is our, move this over a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Our giveaway board. We're doing prizes again.
Hola, Carlos.
So it's gonna be great. Are you guys ready?
So get this, I'm gonna be doing Facebook and you'll be doing YouTube. So we're gonna go back and forth because we're just trying to get everybody involved. And en español yo voy a estar aquí hablando con la gente en Facebook también. Vienen los comentarios. Serena va a hacer YouTube.
Sí.
Bienvenidos a todos.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos. Ahorita we're more relaxed today, huh?
And a little more
Yeah,
casual.
I got my t-shirt. So today's theme is actually funny t-shirt or funny shirt.
Sí.
And a little bit about my shirt is one of my favorite movies is Step Brothers. And if you can give me some quotes from the movie, awesome. I will double that for you.
Oh my goodness.
And what are you wearing, Serena?
One of my favorite shows all time is called Rick and Morty. So if you're a Rick and Morty fan, yay. I know it's a small community, but I love it. So thank you. You guys who like my shirt, I love it.
I've seen a few episodes.
Danielle. Yeah, it's so awesome. It's
Still
so awesome.
trying to acquire taste.
Can't help myself. And reminder, tonight we are doing the giveaways that we started last week in the last Q&A. So the board behind me has some really cool stuff that you can win. So just be ready to play along. Be ready to take a selfie of yourself participating today. And you'll be using the platform Instagram to tag Deseo Studios to win some things that are on this board. So when we play the game, we're going to play the game about every, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to ask you a question. And when I do that, I will prompt the question, ask you all, Facebook, YouTube, and then look for some answers. And then the first person to answer wins the thing on the board, which is so awesome. So get ready to play and have fun and win some things and just have a great time with us. Okay, but I really want to get to these questions because they are rolling, which is great. Thank you everybody for playing along and being here and going straight to it.
If you have any questions on Facebook, I'll try my best to get it as well. So,
See.
So.
Okay, let's do this. Yes. Araceli, you don't have funny ones? You don't have funny t-shirts? Oh my gosh, you gotta get with the funny t-shirt program. Hola everyone, hello. Hi Delilah. What's up Delilah?
Hi Delilah.
Delilah's checked in. Did you like my shirt this morning? I also wore this hoodie. It's Mickey and Minnie Mouse. It's a comic book. It's like a comic whole situation. You can read it. Funny. But this is like my kind of funny and this is like cute funny. So I just thought I would wear all the things, all the colors.
All the funnies.
You can write in Spanish.
Gracias, Carlos.
Go for it. You can write in Spanish. That is a great question. Please do write in Spanish and I will read en español. No te preocupes, todo bien. Escribe en español y we will answer in español también.
So real quick, we want to make sure that the audio is good. So you in YouTube land, I hope the audio sounds well. We've got these things going on. Thank you, Carlos, for letting me know that in Facebook it sounds que se suena muy bien.
Perfect.
We want it to be special.
Excellent. Oh, we've got some comments from the Step Brothers movie. Okay. I can't even repeat that because, we're going to get booted off the YouTube. This is a family-friendly show.
Oh, people. Really?
Yes. But really awesome, Ruben. Gracias for that.
Gracias, Ruben.
That is so awesome.
I mean, it's a great movie.
I'm going to leave it right here in the chat. But
that and Zoolander is my favorite.
Okay, so yes, Araceli, my boyfriend loves the show. I watch it with him sometimes. We have a hamster in the butt, and I got him a Comic-Con. Haha, I was like, and Enemy Park. Yes, amazing. I love it. Okay, very cool. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to the questions. Araceli's got the first question. Always A+ Araceli. Question for you both. At what point in your life did you decide to become a professional dancer? So at what point? And we have answered this question before, so this is really good because the way you're framing it is a little bit different. So,
yes. So at what point did I become?
Did you decide to become?
It just happened. It's one of those things that I started teaching from my house. Then all of a sudden my friends got me into teaching into a gym. Mm-hmm. And then from the gym, I got into a studio that, this lady found me and said, hey, why don't you come teach at my studio? And after that, I was doing that for a while. I thought I would do it for a year and said, oh, let me give it a try. And then people started coming and I started making money. And I was like, wait a second. And the market crashed in 2008. So I used to do real estate and that went up in smoke. And then I remember my broker saying, hey, why don't you do this as a living and teach people how to dance since you love it so much? And I'm like, yeah, right. And I want to say, 2008, I started saying, you know what?
I'm doing this.
And I'm going to get paid for it, and bring joy to people. So, yeah. How about you?
At what point? It was when my best friend, or one of my best friends at the time, Danny Porter, Danny, what's up? He said, Serena, don't you want to be with the best dancers? And I was like, oh, I don't know what dance team I should be on. What should I do? And then he really encouraged me to just keep dancing and go from just like somebody dancing on my own and training on my own to being in a dance company. And I just took that on. So I was like, I'm just doing this. And I auditioned and made it, and here we are. I just became a professional.
Wow.
But being a professional because somebody else tells you, oh, you're on a pro team is one thing, right? And that was that point. But at that point was when I took it upon myself to be like, okay, well, this is what I'm calling myself, then I can't play anymore. I have to really take this seriously because I'm apparently a professional now. So that was also the turning point for me. Becoming pro was also the turning point for me to take it seriously and own it, which is usually a very different point in your life. So thank you to all my friends who had my back at that time and were like, do it.
I know, it's always
I don't know, but okay.
All right, I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, very cool. If you were to choose another career in your life, what would it be and why?
I always loved fashion, and so
Mhm.
I always, and I still think I'm gonna do this. Is I love helping men learn how to dress. So
Mm.
my job, I always want to be like a stylist and really help guys really get into a perfect suit or not even a suit, but wear clothes right. What's vertical, what's horizontal, what works for you. Body weight, all that stuff.
Right.
And so I think dance is giving me that gateway to do that. So it's cool how one thing that you love leads to another thing that you love.
See?
How about you?
I was a geology major in college, and I
You
know
love rocks?
I love rocks. I know that if I were to take on anything else in my life, it would be in that arena of the planet and geology or earthquakes or something. I just don't have this indescribable passion for it, and I love it. So I have all these like rocks in my home. I have like amethyst and things like that, and rose quartz, and just stuff that I love. And yeah, it's just a whole world that I love. So I'd probably be a geologist.
What?
Fun fact. Write that down. Okay, question from Delilah. Serena, I know you've mentioned dancing when you were in the Army. What was that like, and how did you balance the two? Really great question. The part of being in the Army when I was active was way more challenging than when I was in the reserves. But even when I was active and I was mobilized and I was deployed in Guantanamo Bay, what better place to be deployed?
Cuba.
But Cuba. But that was 2004, and it was nothing like how it is today. So
Yeah.
we couldn't go into the regular part of Cuba. But anyway, even then, like I was like, okay, well, how can I teach dance? How can I do something with it? So I started working with MWR and then teaching at a salsa club. That was on base, and then I got permission from my command to be able to do that every other Friday and be like the salsa teacher on base. So then that was cool because then I wouldn't have duty because I was working for MWR teaching salsa, which was the bomb. And then that continued on afterwards too. So that totally kept going. And when I got back home and eventually went back into the reserves, then even though I would have duty and training and travel and stuff with the Army, I was still back at home and I needed my real job. So my real job was teaching dance and like slowly growing up, like learning what it was to have a business and being on that dance company I was talking about, and just like really figuring out how I was going to do it without being in the Army. See?
Muy bien. ¿Y en español?
Y en español, no. But the next question is in español. Gracias, Mario.
Ok. Mario.
Okay, let me do my best here.
Vamos, Serena, que usted puede.
Hola, Nery. Saludos de mi novia Lupita y yo de México.
Hola, Lupita, y hola.
Ecatepec. Is that a word? Is that a place? I'm not sure.
I think it's a place. Where are we at here?
Right here.
Ecatepec.
Okay.
Te mandamos.
Te mandamos saludos cordiales y te agradecemos a ti y a tus parejas de baile por ahí. Les confiamos algunas de tantas vueltas.
Oh.
Help me.
So it's
Say.
okay, no, muy bien, muy bien. So no es pregunta, it's more of a comment. And
nice.
so, yeah, so como les digo, pueden copiar todos porque realmente nunca son mías, son cosas que es para todos estos movimientos, y se lo agradezco a toda la gente de Chile, de Colombia, de toda Latinoamérica, de África, de todas las partes del mundo que nos siguen, y realmente de México. Se las agradezco mucho por eso, y siguen adelante, y en el futuro a ver cuándo podemos bailar juntos, ¿ah? Always saying.
Okay, and what did he say?
So he's saying that hello, and that from his girlfriend Lupita from Mexico.
Hola, Lupita.
They're saying hello, cordial hello, and they're very grateful for all the dances with the different people that I've danced with, and we copy your moves.
Nice.
Wendy.
Delilah, that's funny. I'm giving you Luis. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, Octavio, pregunta para ambos.
Okay.
Okay.
Ambos.
And we'll
for both
do
of
this
us.
one in English and in Spanish.
Okay.
Ok, pregunta para ambos. ¿Siguen una alimentación estricta? ¿Se ven geniales? ¿Muy estéticos? Saludos.
So he is saying that
Octavio.
Octavio, muy bien, me encanta esa pregunta. So, do we follow a strict diet? Because
Okay.
we look phenomenal.
Oh, bueno.
Mhm.
Well, go for it.
En
I
español.
love macaroni and cheese. No. You start.
Yeah.
En español.
En español,
And then
Octavio,
we'll
realmente sí, ya tengo 5 años. Hoy el 17 de mayo, 1 month from now, ¿ok? Voy a cumplir 5 años vegano. He parado de comer carne, huevo, todo lo que venga de un animal y realmente me siento mejor que en mis 20. Tengo 40 ahora, voy a cumplir 41 en octubre, primero Dios, y realmente me siento tan saludable y no solo eso, que realmente siento una compasión increíble adentro de mí porque sé que siempre estoy pensando que no quiero poner nada malo en mi cuerpo, muerte, nada, y así quiero dar de regreso. Me explico que en realidad sí, mantengo, no es una dieta, es el modo de vivir ahora y me siento súper bien. A cualquier persona que me pregunta siempre les digo que yo antes era bien carnívoro y me sentía tan como cansado cuando terminaba de comer y ahora ya no, tengo más energía and so I'm just saying that I'm vegan.
Mm-hmm.
I've been vegan, it's going to be 5 years coming up this May 17th. It's my dad's birthday. And I'm just, he asked if I follow a strict diet. And it's not really like a diet, at first it was, and then all of a sudden it just changed into a beautiful lifestyle of putting compassion in, and so I can put it out anywhere I go into this world. So I feel better than my 20s. I'm going to be 41 this year, and I'm full of energy. And in this day and age, I just can't trust what's being, put into our bodies now. So,
True.
how about yourself?
True. Well, in English,
Yeah.
I have been vegan for 3 years. August 1st is my anniversary. So, it's just something that I wanted to take on for my health and things that I believe in. And it does, same thing. It makes me feel good. I feel like I have more muscle stamina. I feel like I'm faster with dancing, and that's something that's really important to me, is speed and precision and being able to hang. In this industry, sometimes we gotta be up teaching for 18 hours or something. I mean,
Social dancing.
Or social dancing for a long time and then go teach or something. So, but anyway, it's made a big difference for me and I love it. So that's me. But for me, since I grew up in New York City, so I grew up with a wide variety of food, but my favorite foods happen to be, for some reason, like American barbecue. I don't know why that is, but it is. I love barbecue sauce, I love burgers, I love the texture, I like those textures, right? Macaroni and cheese and potato salad and all that stuff. So I find that food in the vegan version of it. Now, not all, to me, are really yummy, but I have found since looking for it for these last 3 years.
That's the fun part, looking for it.
Yeah, and trying all these different kinds of mac and cheese and trying all these different kinds of barbecue chicken and different places and different brands. Beyond, Impossible, all these burger joints like Plant Power and stuff they make
Incredible
the best stuff, and that's what helps me also, because for me, or for somebody like me, I do crave that texture, so I love it, and then that helped me a lot in my transition.
Yeah.
So if it's something that anybody's thinking about, it's possible. If you think you're gonna miss something, just talk to me. I got you. Okay. And
I got a question real quick in Spanish. Raúl de Facebook, bienvenido, ¿cómo está? Asking if I dance on 1, 2, and all that stuff. So, realmente siempre estoy bailando en el 1, me encanta el 1, bailando salsa en 1, pero aprendí cómo bailar en 2 y es bueno saber todos los tiempos para que así, si alguien quiere bailar en 2, bailo con esa persona en 2. Si quieren bailar en 1, lo bailan en 1, pero yo bailo todo.
Sí.
I dance everything. So the question was, if in reality do I dance on one only or do I dance on two or if I so the whole thing is I'm dancing on one, I'm dancing on two. I really love dancing on one. And but when I dance with Serena, you know, I know she enjoys dancing on two, and so I will do it. But
Can't help myself,
she can
people.
throw down on one, you know.
Gotta just do all of it. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Araceli. Serena rocks. She rocks and loves rocks. Yes.
Who wrote
I love Araceli.
Oh,
She
of
rocks
course.
and loves rocks. Okay, very good. CJ, you took away your comment. ¿Qué pasó? Okay, Mariko would like to know, what do you do in your free time? I will answer that question first.
Okay.
I sleep. In my free time, I sleep. And
Take naps.
I really like to, you know, I have a little dog named Momo, which some of you answered correctly in the giveaway last week. And, you know, I like to take her out and do things with her. She's very much a companion for myself. And so, like today, I took her to a park, and it's just like good to get her outside, get myself outside, and do some stuff like that. So I spend a lot of time with my pets. I have 2 cats as well. And but in my free time, if I have like time to go do something outside of my home, like now, I do really enjoy cooking and learning new things, like to cook. But I love outdoor sports. Like I love hiking. I haven't kayaked in years, but it is something that I love, and I would love to get back into, you know. But I do love hiking and just being outside in like that rocky kind of area because I love the terrain. So whether it's like camping or glamping, which is fine, or just hiking, that stuff's fun. Some of my favorite, most peaceful stuff.
So what I like to do in my free time is also learn something new. You know, right now because of the coronavirus and everything that's happened, I picked up things that I can learn about videos. You know, and how do we make this happen? And you know, it's an expensive hobby, but I can see the fire of why these videographers and photographers really love it.
Yeah.
And it's
For sure.
fun filming, but it's the editing that is really like fun, but it's tedious work. Especially if you're just learning and you're trying to get it. But when you get it, you're like, yeah. So that's right now one of my hobbies that I'm really interested in. The other one is something that I've always done is, you know, I like to always see what's in fashion. I'm always, you know, looking at fashion shows and things like that. And I like cutting my hair. So I just gave myself a fresh haircut. You know, people are like, how'd you get a barber? How'd you get a barber to cut your hair in the coronavirus? No, I did it myself. It took me 3 hours, but
oh my God.
Know,
3 hours.
Hey, where am I going?
I'm not cutting my hair.
Where am I going?
I'm just leaving it, letting it loose, people. Growing this thing.
So do you?
Okay, we're gonna do one giveaway right now, my friends. And I know. Okay, so the first giveaway is going down right now, and that means some rules in English and in Espanol. So if we ask the question in Spanish, then actually some questions we're asking in Spanish and some questions we're asking in English. Now, if you are bilingual, then you have the bilingual advantage, and anyone can answer. Okay.
Anyone?
Anyone can answer.
What?
Anyone can answer.
Including Facebook?
Including, I mean, Facebook. I'm looking at YouTube today. So, buena suerte.
Good luck.
Okay. Okay. The first question we're gonna ask in Spanish. Okay. But the rules to the questions. The first person to answer correctly in the YouTube live chat wins. And the next rule is you can't win more than once today, okay? Because we got some regulars up in there. And it's okay if you won last week or anything like that, it's all good. You can still win today, okay? Which is perfect. And we really want you to be playing along with us every week. So thank you for being here again, if you're one of those people. So you gotta be first. And if we say it in Spanish, but you don't speak Spanish, do your best. Just say something.
En español.
Sí.
Ahora vamos a comenzar la parte donde vamos a dar unos regalos, pero es con la pregunta que le vamos a hacer al público, sea en Facebook o en YouTube. Unas preguntas van a ser en inglés y otras van a ser en español. Si hablan solo español, pueden tratarlas de español, pero si habla un
Anybody
poquito de
can.
inglés, cualquier persona puede ganar. Pero tiene que poner la respuesta correcta primero en YouTube
Sí.
y tienen que ser el primero que saca la
You
respuesta
gotta be
bien.
first, my friends. And then we will
Because
see
if
what
you're
you win.
second, you're last, right?
Oh
Is
my
that-
goodness.
Is that from?
Well, if you're not first, you're last.
That's right. Thank you.
But
See?
that's not what I say. I love all people. Okay,
Italian
so
nice.
the question, Nery is going to ask this question. It is about this right here, and you're gonna ask it in español. Can you ask it for this respuesta?
Sí.
Okay. All right, he's gonna ask it, and we are also going to demonstrate while being seated.
Oh, that's gonna be tough on that one.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay. So let's do this. Okay. So this one's gonna be in Spanish.
Sí.
Okay. Esta pregunta va a ser en español. Y voy a comenzar. I'm gonna start in Spanish now.
Perfecto.
Okay.
I'm watching for respuestas.
Serena va a ver las respuestas. Esta semana dimos una clase que se llama Salsa Patterns o figuras de salsa en 1 o en 2. Esta semana dimos una clase y voy a hacer una pregunta de esa clase. Hice un movimiento especial y le puse como un nombre, no tenía el nombre exacto, pero ahí mismo puse ese nombre. ¿Cómo se llama este movimiento que vamos a hacer a este momento? ¿Estén listos?
Sí.
¿Estén listos?
Sí.
El movimiento lo vamos a hacer de aquí, lo tenemos que aquí atrás. Porque, ok, ¿nos ven? Can you see us?
Sí.
Sí, ok, perfecto. El movimiento, si me recuerdo, now I gotta remember. Ok, aquí está, sí me recuerdo. El movimiento, le voy a decir, va a comenzar aquí, vengo yo aquí, todavía no es. Cuando viene ella aquí, este movimiento que hago aquí, ¿cómo se llama?
And let's do it this way.
Otra vez, vengo aquí. ¿Cómo se llama este movimiento? Y ese fue parte de la clase.
That was like the main part of the class too. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
What do we have? What do we
We got
have?
butterfly 360. Check. Oh man. So do you know? Nope. So far, no one has gotten it. Keep it
Keep
coming.
going.
Keep it coming. Oh, Jack and Rose. I don't know what that is.
Jackie Rose.
Sounds like a Jack and Coke 180. No.
Facebook, ¿cómo se llama? Díganme si pueden. Ahora vamos a ver. ¿Quién dice the Nery move?
No.
That would have been cool. I should have called
No.
it.
This is not a move that we use at this sales studio. This is not a piece of terminology.
I just
from
made
the
it up.
studio. He made it up on the
Pero es
spot.
en español.
Okay, bueno.
Este movimiento lo hice en el momento y no tenía nombre ahí mismo.
Una vez más, por favor.
Ok.
Ok.
Vamos a agrandar esto aquí para que la gente en Facebook puedan ver el movimiento. Yo creo que quieren aprender el move.
Here we go.
Wait, I got something here. Can you repeat the... I'll get it.
Sí,
Ok, vamos.
Okay.
Vengo aquí.
And after this, I'm gonna give hints.
Ok, vamos aquí. Esto no es. Es esta parte.
Right here.
Aquí. ¿Cómo se llama esa parte? Otra vez. Vengo yo aquí.
Watch.
No esto. No.
Right there.
Esto. ¿Cómo se llama?
Okay. It starts, sombra, close. It starts with an S.
Comienza con una S. You can say it.
Oh, sí.
Comienza con una S
No.
y termina con
So far, no. Y termina con un ru.
ru. S, ru.
Ru, como R-O-O.
Ajá.
Come on.
Lástima que realmente esa es una palabra en inglés. Es
can
cuando,
do
es cuando hago el
Ooh,
cambio.
I love this. Stephanie said Subaru, and no.
Subaru.
Shampoo.
Shampoo.
No, shampoo.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe the video cut off her note. Good thinking, Araceli, and
Mire,
no.
es un cambio de manos. ¿Cómo se dice un cambio de manos en inglés? ¿No?
It starts with S.
Silueta sweet? No, Carlos.
Switcheroo!
Who got it? Who got it?
Yes! Salsero X.
¡Ey!
Salsero X.
Switcheroo.
Felicidades. Okay.
Safarú.
Zafaru.
Okay.
Okay.
¿Qué ganó? ¿Qué ganó?
Let's see.
It's called a switcheroo.
Okay, you got a Zoom private with Nery. Amazing.
Se ganó un privado conmigo
Muy bien, muy
a
bien.
través de Zoom. Por favor, si nos pueden mandar, ¿cómo vamos a agarrar la información?
You can put your email address right now in the live chat, okay?
¿Quién lo
Or
ganó?
you can send Nery directly a message on Instagram, okay? Whatever you would like. Vamos.
¿Quién lo ganó?
Salsero X.
Salsero X se ganó un privado conmigo a través del Zoom y lo vamos a hacer a través del internet. So,
Guys, it's so good.
yeah, switcheroo.
Subaru, shampoo,
Safarú.
Safaru. Órale,
Estaba buena
so
esa. It was good.
Okay.
I had fun doing it.
All right, let's go back to some preguntas. That was really, really,
That was fun.
really good. Excellent, excellent. Okay, look, the next question is going to be a little easier, so that's great.
Sí, el
And-
tema es más fácil.
Hopefully you were in my class yesterday. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, it is not letting me go back to questions that were far away. Oh yes, okay, good. Okay, en español.
Otra, vamos.
Okay, ¿cómo
Ajá.
defines ser elegante al momento de bailar? Es un estilo muy particular que he visto en pocos bailarines de salsa como ustedes.
Okay.
If Nery reads it after I say it,
No.
I know that
¿Cómo
my
defines?
español es muy mal.
How do you define being elegant at the moment of dancing?
Yes. It's a certain kind of style that I've seen on certain dancers of salsa, like you guys. I know that español.
Yes.
Okay.
Ok, ¿cómo lo defino? Realmente es algo que siempre me ha gustado ver en ropa, en películas, como la gente 007. Y hay bailarines que me gusta que son bien elegantes, digamos como Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire. Gente que en realidad hay un bailarín a este momento que se llama Joaquín Cortés, que es flamenco, y si tienen la oportunidad de verlo a él en YouTube, es un hombre que realmente tiene, eso es una definición de elegancia, y ni tiene ropa, el hombre está desnudo, no tiene camisa, pero tiene sus pantalones y su cola larga y todo, pero el tipo viene a bailar y bien fuerte y me gusta eso y por eso postura y el ballroom también es un tipo de baile que define mucho la elegancia.
Sí.
So,
And for those who don't know, when the question is asked in Spanish, we answer it only in Spanish and so on. Sometimes we'll do both.
there's
Okay?
so many questions.
Okay, the next one is from Gerardo. So, gracias. And now,
Muchas gracias,
Gerardo.
hermano.
When learning on one or on two shines, can they be converted to either?
That's the fun part.
Either or? If so, how? Is it necessary when applied to a social dance? Saludos desde Chi-Town. What's up?
Shite.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer this question first. So
No, you can answer it.
So whenever you're learning on one or on two, that's true. You can convert them, but some do flow a little bit better. It depends on how the person who created it, like how they designed it. Was it like choreographically, was it choreographed styled, or was it like to a song, or was it just like a freestyle in the moment? So it just kind of depends, but for the most part, every move is convertible, right? Anything you dance on two, you can do it on one on two, and some just really fit a little bit cooler or more, they move more naturally in one or the other.
Great.
And sometimes, like for me, is it necessary in social dance? The last part of that question. Like for me, if I'm dancing on one with somebody in partner, and then in the next moment, it's like shines, my body and my brain,
Goes
I'm like
strictly to
immediately dancing on
2-2.
2, and that's just what I'm gonna do. But I'm now responsible for when they collect me and do the pickup. I have to be on 1 again. So that's my they'll be like, that's my problem. That's not his problem. So you know, you want to be responsible for in that moment. If you change your timing, make sure you change back. I don't think there's anything wrong with it as a person. I think it's a personal choice. You know, enjoy dancing, be free, live your life. Gracias, Gerardo from Chi-Town. Okay, Marlene. Hi, Marlene.
Marlene.
Hi, Serena and Nery. When you started to learn how to dance, how many hours did you spend practicing daily or weekly? Number 1. And number 2, approximately how much time do you think it took you to dance as great as you do now? Let me, I have to answer this question real quick.
Okay.
Don't go far. Okay, so Marlene, are you asking me this question because you want to know how long it's going to take you? I'll say. But it's really important. Okay, it's a couple things. It is important to practice daily in anything that you want to excel in. So whatever Nery did and whatever I did is going to be unique for us. But if this question is for you, I'm gonna answer the question, and I'm gonna also like give you some advice too, in case it's that way. But if this is for you or anybody out there, and a face, YouTube, anywhere, you know, anything you want to become a master at, you have to practice daily. Okay, it's just so crucial that we get those brain patterns, we get our body in those habits. So you want to be doing it daily to build that kind of a habit and consistency for your learning. So if you want to give yourself a number of hours, for me, I'll leave that up to you. You decide what's going to work for you, how much time you want to invest in yourself for that. I mean, 6 hours, 12 hours, that's up to you a day, but I don't know, that's up to you. So for me, when I started dancing, I think I was on 2 dance teams. I was on a jazz, ballet, hip hop team, and then I was also on a professional salsa team. So I'm having 3 hours of practice 3 times a week in this team, plus ballet 2 hours a week, and then separately I had my salsa rehearsals, which were some were all spins, and some rehearsals were only basics. So I mean, you can do your own math. This is a ton of practice in a ton of disciplines to help build my body. Separate from ballroom training. I can't even remember how much ballroom I was in. But anyway, it's a lot. So when you're ready to take it on, you'll know, because you'll dive right into getting serious. I know that was so much. Okay, your turn.
It's okay.
¿Y en español? No.
Ni sé. So for me, I took it on like learning another language, and so as I was doing that, I understood that for me, I had to put in the time to really learn this new language, which is dance. And so I mean, there were times I was 4 o'clock in the morning and I had to go to work at 7 a.m. and I was still dancing, and I was living with people that were dancers. And so you have 3 people at that time that were just getting up from their beds and going, I just came up with a move. Let's try it right now.
Right.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh my God.
And that was awesome, you know. But I knew that I had to put in the time. And I think people have a better, you know, not for nothing, but back then it was, even our teachers were figuring it out as they were teaching it. Mm-hmm. And so it took longer for us to learn. And so I think now that it's getting now more systematic, it's easier for the people that want to learn dance now so much quicker. But you still have to put in the time. But you still have to put in the time, because it's not going to happen, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't happen like
okay,
that.
what's the
But
next
I think
one?
also what was really good about that, like our teachers were figuring it out. We got way more reps, because now we give the students like, okay, here's your syllabus, learn the things. And then I think the new generation of dancers are kind of like, oh, well, that's all I need to know.
Right.
And I learned it and I passed my test. But truly, that's just 1% of all that there is to know about dancing. But we want you to be encouraged and confident and practice something. So remember, those of you who are inside of a program, it's a fraction of all that there is to learn about music, about culture, about the industry, about the community, about social dancing in general. Not just salsa social dancing, but social dancing, like the interactions,
Right.
the bonds with people. All of that takes, takes a percentage, I guess. Okay, y en español, another question.
Ok, una pregunta en
Okay.
español. Vamos a ver.
Okay, here I go. From,
Desde.
Mr. Moya, ¿qué consejos pueden darnos para tener una buena expresión corporal
Ujú.
al momento de bailar y mantener una escena natural sin perder la estética del movimiento? I don't know what I just said.
Muy bien. ¿Qué consejo pueden darnos para tener una
Sí.
buena expresión corporal? So what can you advise to keep, like that integrity of the dance without losing the aesthetics of it
Nice.
and of the
To
movement?
have it look like natural. Okay,
Right.
y en español.
Realmente hay que practicar mucho haciéndolo uno mismo, enfrente de un espejo. Si vamos a incorporar, digamos, isolations. What was isolations again in
Mhm.
Spanish? You
Oh,
remember?
no sé.
No sé cómo se dice isolations.
Somebody
en
told
Spanish.
us, so that was
No
good.
digo. Pero es algo que es una práctica bien importante que tiene que poner uno en estar uno con confianza que lo puede hacer enfrente de un espejo y después hacerlo enfrente de las personas cuando está bailando. Es una práctica bien importante que lo tiene que hacer constantemente, todos los días, sin tener pena. Eso es algo, tener confianza en uno mismo. I'm always saying, have confidence in yourself, doing it in front of a mirror,
Sí.
so that way you can incorporate it, keep the integrity, and carry it over to the dance floor on a club.
That is the truth.
Mhm.
Okay, very nice. Delilah, I love your comment of tacos. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Taco, somebody hungry?
Okay, so we're gonna do the next giveaway
Hey,
really quickly.
in English?
I'm gonna ask the question in English, sí, in English, and then Nery is going to peel it away.
Facebook, are you ready?
YouTube, Facebook, get on YouTube. Okay, the question is, and this is related to my class that I taught yesterday. So, make sure, they answered your question about isolations. Nice. Okay, so the question is,
Gracias.
remember, the first person to answer in English or Spanish don't matter because the answer is what the answer is. The first person is the winner. Are you ready? Drum roll.
I should bring
Let's
my
do it.
clave sticks.
Oh my goodness.
Clave sticks.
Okay. Okay, the question is, in my Salsa Shines Onto class yesterday, you need to tell me both the artist of the song I used and the title of the song that was used for yesterday's class. Ready, set, go! Oh snap.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, people. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
What's
No, it was not a guanile.
Nope, no aguanile.
Pero gracias. Come on. Oh, adolescentes, yes. That is one part of it.
What? Okay, adolescentes. What was the song?
Oh, Araceli, me tengo que ir.
But she
Muy
didn't win
bien. She did. She can win today. That's
She
right.
can?
That's right. You can't win twice. Remember the rule. You can't win twice in one sitting.
Oh my goodness! Wow, Araceli.
Araceli, you racking it up, bro. Okay, Mary, what did she win?
Let's see.
Let's see, Vanna. It's a new week, Nery, she said.
Gosh, girl, give some people some chance.
It's a new week. You know what? She was on, but you learned that thing. That's good. That's good.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, Araceli,
You want a new car?
you wanted a sale shirt. All right, very nice. So Araceli, just hit me up and we get you hooked up with a shirt in the size of your choice.
Hey, hey, hey.
Muy bien.
All right.
Felicidades.
She's
Muy
on
bien.
it. She's on it.
Yes, excellent. Okay, well, brujeria, you guys are doing good.
Brujeria was the one that we
From
used.
the song earlier,
Ajá.
from the other class.
Muy bien.
Or maybe brujeria was playing when we started. The choreography was to Me Tengo Que Ir, so really good. Okay, and I'm gonna do one more giveaway right now, immediately. So let's get ready again. Can you believe it?
Vamos.
Okay.
Otra pregunta.
Now, in order to win this one is a little bit different. So in this one, you are going to take a selfie.
Take a selfie.
Tag yourself in your story. You're gonna tag at Deseo Studios. I'm gonna write it in here. At Deseo Studios. Okay, and that is how you win the next one. Oh snap, that's right, Stephanie.
I hope you have Instagram.
You gotta be ready. So, if you have IG, that means Facebookers, you can win as well. You're gonna hop over to IG, take a selfie of yourself, and you need to show us your funny t-shirt. So this is not a question, this is just a giveaway, straight up giveaway. Okay, the first person will win. Are we ready?
We ready.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready right now. I'm ready right now. Vamos. Let's see what we got here. You guys are fast. First off, you are fast.
I want to see.
Let's see what we got here. Remember, it's quick.
It's got to be a funny shirt.
And funny shirt. Can't be a regular shirt. It's got to be a funny shirt. Funny haha. See or see? See? Let's see what we've got here. So.
We got security looking into the window.
Yeah, security's always like,
hey.
are you guys okay? Hi, I live here. Okay, so in the meantime, while you're taking your selfies of your awesomeness, let's go to the next question, okay? So, I love the Shamroo. I keep coming back to that
Shamroo.
question.
I think I'm going to switch the name from Switcheroo to Shamaroo.
Oh my goodness.
Nettie, what was that move again? The Shamaroo.
Okay, so Alejandro asks, hi Serena and Nery. Hello, Alejandro. When dancing on two, you say quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. In what musical time are you stepping? And would it be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1? Okay, great question. Go ahead.
No, I want you to answer it, but I need you to put that back so we can see the people.
Gotcha. See. Okay, friends.
No worries.
Okay, so what we're gonna do. Oops. Doesn't that sound like a music video? Okay, so let me answer your question, Alejandro. So quick, quick, slow is still referring to 1, 2, 3. Okay? It's not about, it doesn't change alignment with anything. Quick is still 1, quick is still 2, and slow is still 3. But what happens is, since the configuration of your steps have shifted, then you can see the location of your pause has shifted. Okay, so quick, quick, slow still works whether on 1 or on 2, don't matter. Okay, and to answer your question, the counts aligned with quick, slow are 1, 2, 3, and also 5, 6, 7. So for those of you who took our conversion class, Nery and I did a conversion class from on 1 to on 2. I think it was a week ago. It wasn't in this week. It was last week's classes. That class is really excellent and demonstrate. We're like literally a dancing demonstration of dancing on 2 and dancing on 1
right.
at the same time to the same song. And then also I went over quick, quick, slow and did it at different angles and stuff like that, and that'll really help you to see what I'm talking about in that class. And we also did quick, quick, slow facing the back and doing it in side step. And when you can see the location of the pause,
it's pretty awesome.
That's gold right there, okay?
Go check that out on Facebook. So a quick question from Facebook. Carlos says, thank you. How come I've never been to the Chicago Congress? Have you been?
Yes.
Okay. I've never been there.
I've been one time. I don't remember what Congress it was, but it was in Chicago.
Realmente fue en español. Nunca he ido a Chicago a hacer un congreso. No he tenido la oportunidad, no me han llamado a ir. Quizás un día podemos ir a Chicago y pasarla bien con ustedes.
Okay.
Gracias, Carlos.
Okay, the next question is from Leandro. Leandro, ¿dónde nacieron? ¿Dónde nacieron? ¿Sus padres son latinos?
Sí. Mis padres hoy están celebrando 42 años de casados. So, felicidades a mis padres.
Felicidades.
Los felicito.
The question is,
¿Dónde nací? Yo nací en una ciudad maravillosa en New Jersey que se llama Newark. It's gold. I was born in Newark, New Jersey. And it was October.
and are your parents Latinos?
Mis padres son del Salvador. So I always say, yo siempre digo que soy americano, pero hecho con partes del Salvador. So I'm made in America, but with parts from El Salvador.
Very nice, very nice. I will answer in English because that's just what I do. I was born in New York. I was born in the Bronx. What's up? And then my parents, my mom is from a beautiful country called British Guyana. It's in South America, although it doesn't carry the traditional like South American kind of culture. It carries a West Indian culture. So Guyana, amazing, amazing place, amazing food, amazing people. My mom, 100% Guyanese. What's up, mom? I see you in the chat. And my dad is half Puerto Rican and half Sicilian. So they
What a
met.
mix.
I know they met in New York City. And I know I have like
Melting pot of the world.
of everything, yeah. And I have like the best food in my family, right? Come on.
Guyanese, Italian, lasagna. Oh, wow.
That's right. But yeah, so my parents are not Latinos, but my dad is half a Rican, so that's me. I'm a Puerto Rican.
And he loves his sauce.
That's right. Okay, muy bien. Dan, hi Dan, you joined us tonight. What's up? Dan, he says, I'm not sure whose shirt I like better. Both are rad. Gracias. That's right.
Hey.
Well said. Okay. Oh my gosh.
I just think this shirt is just like.
From Spectreman73, hi.
Hi.
What area of salsa dance did you really practice on the most in your first couple of years? For me, I started on one linear style. That was my very first thing I danced at for 6 years before I converted to dancing on two.
I danced on 7.5 for
Off time.
3 years. I was off time, and all I cared about was doing tricks. I didn't even care if I had the basic right. I started doing neck drops, and that's what it was. That's what it was all about. Was at that time who got the tricks, and then I started working on spins and turns, and I really wanted to get my spins because I was so big. So and then I got my basics finally. I advise you start with the basics. ¿Qué tú crees, Serena?
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we have a winner. You guys are seriously on point. Seriously on point today.
¿Quién ganó? Alguien ganó porque puso la foto.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh wait, I have to see who was first.
Yeah.
Stand by. Stand by. Oh man, it's so
The
close.
anticipation.
You know what? They are at the exact same. You guys are at the exact same time stamp. The first people are at the exact same time. Okay, we have two winners. One is
Who we got?
Inuyasha5 on Instagram.
All
What's up?
right.
What's up? I love your shirt. It says "Rueda Dancers Do It with Everyone."
Oh,
Excellent.
That's true.
And then Marlene on Instagram
Yay,
tagged us
Marlene.
with her beautiful Mickey Mouse. Very, very cute. I love it. Excellent.
Let's see what they got.
So we got two winners today. I love that.
What did
Thank you guys.
both of you win?
They both won something awesome. They both won private lessons with me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's perfect. I have your Instagram. I will reach back out to you and we'll get this thing scheduled. It'll be so awesome to actually interact with you in person-ish.
What?
So really cool. And if you want to, if you do want to work with Nery, I'm sure that's fine, or you can work with both of us. You just let us know.
We'll get it all handled out.
Okay, so shall we continue?
Yes, we're just trying to get the Facebook camera perfect.
Okay, very nice. Yes, French vanilla, best city in the world, that's right. Charles Xavier, hola Serena y Nery, admiro mucho su nivel de baile y estilo.
Gracias.
Pregunta para Nery.
Ok.
¿Listo?
Listo para mi pregunta.
Cuando yo bailo, tiendo a voltear para abajo y hacia el piso. ¿Qué consejo me das para corregir esta costumbre?
Esa costumbre, muy bien, Serena, muy bien.
Gracias a todos. Gracias a Dios.
Lo que le puedo decir, algo que le puede ayudar mucho, si siempre está bajando la cabeza, piense que está bailando en una piscina, que el agua está hasta aquí. ¿Qué pasa cuando uno ve para abajo cuando está en la piscina? Se va a hundir. Cada vez que me pongo a bailar, siempre pongo eso en mi mente, que el agua está aquí, casi a la nariz. Y siempre me mantengo arriba del agua. Eso me mantiene para mí, aunque sea una foto en mi mente, que tengo que mantenerme siempre viendo hacia adelante, no tan arriba, porque después el agua se me va a entrar en los oídos. Mantenga todo esto en un nivel, y es algo que me ayuda mucho a mí. Algo bien pequeño así, pero es algo que quizás te puede ayudar. Siempre pensar, no me quiero ahogar, aquí voy. Y la postura se mantiene siempre.
Bueno, muy bien.
And that's a tip I'll give in Spanish.
Aquí y aquí y aquí. Okay, Araceli asks. Araceli is asking for Nery. She says, Nery asks, I guess ask me, if you have a preference to dance on one or two if you social dance with him. Okay, now, this is great because if this is like some kind of a really good jam song and I know Nery wants to like throw down and I could just see it in him, I'll be like, okay, we should dance on one. So you can get all those crazy moves out, that would be cool. And if it's a song that like I really love and I really want to jam, then I'll be like, can we please just dance on two? And it just like, you know, it's just how I feel. So that is that question from Nery to me through Araceli.
Wow.
Excellent. Okay, I'm not sure how to say your name, but I think it's Nissa, and I love it. I love it. What's up from Denver? Hello, Denver. How do you think the dance or salsa world will change after this period of social restrictions? Also, I've been dying to know what you guys do to your hair.
Do to our hair?
Okay, let's start with the hair because I love hair. I love hair. I love it. Okay, I wash it. I dry it.
That's a start.
I use a little bit of oil thing to make sure it's not too frizzy by the time I get on camera and see y'all. But that's it. I blow dry it as straight as I can. My hair has natural little wave in it. And then once in a while I use a straightener just a little bit, but I don't like to put a lot of heat on my hair because I'm really trying to keep it as healthy as possible. So that's what I do to my hair. And I get it cut by this amazing stylist. His name is Isaac Roberts. And if you look him up on Instagram, he has like all kinds of really colorful, crazy, wild, beautiful hairstyles on his Instagram. So check him out, Isaac Roberts, here in San Diego. His Instagram is Isaac for Mayor.
Really?
Yes. Anything about your hair before we answer her real question?
So about my hair, I just always keep it clean. I maybe wash it once a week, you know, just and I'll cut it and I'll trim it and I'll always keep it nice and clean, even if I'm not doing it
It's just
crazy.
so high. How do you do that?
Oh, it's blow drying, and you gotta have a blow dryer and a good one too, and just put hair wax.
That's true.
Hair wax.
Okay, but her real question was, how do you think this is going to impact the salsa scene? So, I think
What is gonna impact the salsa?
the coronavirus.
Oh.
So I think that you know, I don't know. I know as much as you all know, right? But I think what's going to happen is maybe we'll like get permission to do like small group things, but then maybe no concerts and no congresses and no big sporting events yet.
Right.
You know, I think that we're gonna get like a gradual permission. So hopefully maybe like by the end of the year or something like that. Maybe then we're back at having big old parties and things like that. But in the meantime, you know, I think that all dancers and dance studios and studio owners like myself need to just prepare for some kind of new age of what we're gonna do virtually, and how to cater to more small groups, more numbers of small groups, because maybe we'll have a max capacity of 10.
Right.
Maybe we'll have to do so many group classes of 10, 10, 10. You know, I could see that happening, but I really don't know. That's just what I think. What about you?
I agree. I think it's going to be a slow, you know, process into getting back into this. So,
Yeah.
you know, meanwhile is just stay safe, stay healthy, and eventually it makes us reflect how important, you know, life was back then, and not take it for granted. That's what
Yeah.
I've reflected on. And so for me, it's really important to understand that, hey, I really enjoyed going social dancing,
Mhm.
and I won't ever take that for granted again. There's many things, even going to the movies. I love going to movie theaters, and not, you know, seeing movie theaters closed and libraries
Yes.
closed and all these things. Even the park, you know,
Yeah, parks are closed.
They're closed.
The park that I go to is closed.
yeah,
But you have to go quick, and then you can walk like around the park, or you can walk through the park, but you can't hang out at the park, or the park ranger is right there and they just politely ask you to leave. So it's really tricky.
right.
Oh, and I wanted to say too, you know, for those of you who either you haven't been to a salsa congress yet, or a dance congress, or you've been like a regular for all these years, listen, when it is open again and we are like, it is fair game, go. Experience it. Support the promoters. These
Yeah.
people have been out of work, hurting more than maybe more than most. Okay, but once the promoters come back out with these big events for salsa dancing, we have to go. Everybody, please, you know, you want to go support somebody in your community or fly somewhere and do something, but we want to have those first few congresses that come out just be like packed and full of people, and have it be awesome. You know, if that's like what the health code says we can do. Okay. So hopefully, yeah, we'll see.
We should do another
To
question.
be determined. Oh, this is a
Another
good question. Dan, you got good question.
Can we save it for a giveaway?
Yeah, it's
'Cause
gonna be, it's perfect, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect, it's perfect. Okay, Dan. So Dan asked, okay, Serena, so you mentioned to me that you guys are doing Zoom private lessons, which we are, right? I think you or Nery should demonstrate what that would be like for the student, like a salsa student, he says.
Sure.
And who might be considering this, like maybe yourself. Okay, perfect. So what happens is I can speak for myself, like I have a camera or on my desktop computer, and I'm usually in my home, and I can see you, and you can see me, right? And then usually what happens is we can deliver the information, like, okay, these are the steps we're gonna do. So I can step back, do the steps, okay? And in a Zoom, there's a feature called gallery view. So you wanna do gallery view so you can be side by side, and you can see yourself, and you can also see me, okay? So you can see yourself, and that really acts as a mirror. It's perfect. Okay, so you can see your own posture, and I can make the adjustments based on what I see, and you can also adjust yourself based on what you see.
Right.
So if we're working on, like if I'm working with ladies on lady styling and things like that, or I've been working with all my teens on spins, posture, multiple spins, flexibility. I'm doing stretch classes on Zoom. All that stuff's really excellent. So, you know, it's really the feedback and the exchange that makes it most valuable, because you have to know what you're doing wrong, so you can improve, just like in your regular private lesson. So whatever it is you want to work on, you come to the table that, hey, here's what I want to work on.
Yeah, you gotta come prepared.
And then we go to work on those exact things. I mean, and since I'm not like holding your hand, walking through patterns, it doesn't mean I can't still teach you patterns and we can walk through it. Which is cool in that sense, like if Nery's doing a private, because if he's in the studio doing a private, he can see you, you know, he's watching where your arm should be. He's explaining your elbow position. So you're really cleaning up yourself and becoming a better dancer as an individual before you get out there and dance with somebody.
So that's the beauty. Like I mean, it's incredible doing these Zooms because you can actually see. I can sit here and be like, okay, so this is what you're doing. Your posture, even if you're working on turns, spins, shines, partner work. Even I'm doing fashion, so I'm
Right.
also doing time where guys are like, look,
It's like
I got
inside
my closet, you know,
So funny.
and so I go in your closet and you start bringing things out, and that way I can actually get men prepared. So I do half and half. Some private lessons I'm teaching my men how to actually dress, and then afterwards, okay, you know, now you got your outfit, now you got your moves. Now we just gotta wait for Corona to leave. You know?
Corona.
So yeah, it works out amazing.
Okay, awesome. I hope that helps Dan and other people who want to do Zoom privates but have no idea how it works. It's really simple, and Zoom is a free app, so that's really cool. We get to do 40 minutes with you for free, and yeah, you're just learning all the things. Okay, so
All right, what do
we're
we got?
gonna do another giveaway, and this is related to last week's Q&A. If you were watching last week's Q&A, I know you were out of cell. You cannot win. You've already won today. But yeah, this is related to last week's Q&A. So last week's Q&A, we had, it was like our dinner and dance chat, and we had pizza. We were eating vegan pizza. Okay. Remember, the question is, I'm sorry. The question, you have to answer first right here in YouTube. You gotta answer first. You gotta be correct. Okay, the question is, where did we get our pizza from?
Boom.
Go.
While they're answering that, can you get me your
Sure.
telephone notes?
Oh, Blaze Pizza.
Who got that?
Oh my gosh. You guys are, oh, come on. That's good. Stephanie, you gotta be quick, girl. You got to be quick. Well, Araceli blew it because she gave the answer away. That was, and then everybody started saying
Blaze,
Blaze.
Blaze, Blaze.
The first actual person to say it was Chris. Yay, Chris! Congratulations!
Yay.
And what did Chris win?
Let's see.
Christopher.
Vamos a ver, Chris.
Let's see. Chris won 1 month online subscription to our new classes online. Okay, that's really perfect. Okay, I wanted to talk about this. So Chris, congratulations. Before I tell you about the online subscription, Chris, if you would please put either your email address inside of the live chat right now, or you can write Nery on Instagram. You can find him on Instagram and send him a message. Tell him that you won, because this will be from Nery. Ready? He will tell you about the subscription.
Bam! Okay, Chris, what you want
Take
today?
it away.
So coming out with a new subscription on how you guys can learn at home. And so Chris, you're going to be my guest of honor for 1 month. And this subscription is going to be coming out May 1st. So it's a great way to learn. And what I want you to do, Chris, as you do that, please do what...
Oh, we got it already.
Okay, thank you, Chris. And so
Good to
I will
know.
put you on the list. And so what's coming out in May 1st is a new subscription of where, similar to what we've been doing live on YouTube, that's going to be the start off for you. Is we're going to be giving you, I'll be giving you that type of information on there. But on top of that, we're going to have different packages in the future of how you want to take your dancing. Either if you want to dance on 1, on 2, shines, all these things are going to be provided in this subscription to the world. So everybody in the world, in this beautiful, magical world, can come and learn in this new program that's coming out May 1st.
Really cool.
So Chris, I will stay in contact with you. Actually, we'll be contacting you. I'll contact you through email as well.
See?
And that way we can have a phone conversation. What? And,
Very nice.
And ba-bam!
Felicidades.
You can thank Blaze Pizza for that.
That's right. You can thank Araceli Cervantes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I love that.
That was awesome.
Very good, very good, very good. And please don't spam me. No, I already hid your email address. No worries, Chris. You are hidden. But really good, really good. Oh my gosh. Okay, just going back. Very nice. Okay.
That was
So
awesome.
many. I know, there's like so many things. Oh, I love the switcheroo again.
Let's switch your room.
Very good. Okay, Dan, we're back. We are back. We are back. En español.
Okay.
From Francisco.
More Spanish, please. My inglés is bad. A mí se me olvidan los pasos aprendidos a la hora del social. ¿Es normal eso? Sí, es bien normal. Porque realmente si uno solo se pone a aprender movimientos, si no tiene un sistema de cómo esos movimientos vinieron al cuerpo, es un gran problema. Por eso voy a formar este nuevo programa en lo que le llamamos un subscription de bailes de salsa, bachata, merengue. Es una manera que en realidad les va a ayudar a todos llegar a aprender diferentes familias, a cómo pueden poner esas familias, y va a ser, digamos, tu responsabilidad de cómo vas a poner cada parte para formar tu propio baile. Realmente es algo que voy a hacer el 1 de mayo, y creo que eso les va a ayudar mucho a muchos que le están olvidando los movimientos. So the question is it normal to remember any of these moves that you learn, let's say YouTube or whatever it is, and then you take it to the social dance floor and you forget? Yes, it's very, very easy to forget. It happens to me even still. And so there's different ways that you can learn this, and one of them is actually the subscription that's coming out, is how to really have a formula to putting all these moves that are being thrown at you and making it easy for you to remember and use them constantly and have variety in your dance. It's a great one.
Sí, it is. I was gonna say it's the same thing like for ladies with shines and styling and additions that we're doing to our following. I mean, we can practice all day long, but then when you go out there, if something throws you off, and now you're like, oh, I was gonna do that sweet thing, but then that didn't happen. So that is normal. Yes,
normal.
Stephanie, I'm learning Spanish. Ruben says sandwicharoo. Yes.
Sandwicharoo. Ese es otro movimiento que voy a aprender.
Gordon says, can't wait to hit up a social down in Fort Myers. Hello, Gordon.
Yes, in Fort Myers there's...
Shout out from Tampa, he says.
Yeah. There's Latin dance. I want to say it right. My good friend Mike Pichelli, he's got a new social going on over there. Of course, there's no socials right now, but look it up in Fort Myers. Latin dance.
Well, you have a lot of time now to figure it out, because who knows who's going to still be out there. Okay, Bernardo asks, un buen bailador de salsa, como ejemplo.
¿Cómo?
Like, what's a good example of a good salsa dancer? I think that's the question.
Un buen bailador de salsa. Como ejemplo. Oh, who do you consider as a good example of a dancer?
There are so many.
¿Hay muchos?
So the person that comes to mind is Oliver Pineda. That's like the person I'm gonna say. If you ask me to pick one person, I think he's for me, one of the most well-rounded, and one of the only dancers today that has the most experience in everything that we need. You need music, ballroom, balance, ballet, all the styles of salsa, son, just everything like that. For me, that's what makes you a great dancer, is that you're well-rounded, and for me, that's a great example of a great dancer.
Para ella dice que es Oliver Pineda, y porque tiene, en realidad, atrae muchas cosas, ballroom, estilo cubano, sabes, música, es un buen profesor. Para mí, tengo muchos, porque yo soy de esos que agarro de un poquito de cada persona, y hay mucha gente que en Cuba no salen en YouTube y son tremendos bailarines, que ni sé quiénes son, en Colombia, en todas partes del mundo. Realmente hay tantos bailarines que ni existen en YouTube.
Like in every art, there's so many talented people who are just undiscovered.
Y realmente es bien importante que uno siempre mantenga el ojo de ver qué es lo que le gusta a uno, porque un día le puede gustar esta persona y el otro día se cambia uno y ay, me gusta Terry, me gusta Oliver, pero realmente es lo que tú vas a traer a la mesa. Eso es lo que a mí me gusta.
Yeah, what you bringing to the table? Okay, muy bien. Very good español. by the way.
Gracias.
Muy bien.
Gracias, estoy tratando mucho.
Okay, Oliver asks me, different Oliver. Hello.
Oliver, de
Hi
Portugal.
guys. He says, Serena, do you feel more comfy or kind of safe dancing with a strong guy? I don't necessarily. I feel the most safe regardless of how you look, but how you feel. So if by strong you mean physical, I would say no. But if by strong you mean like clear and guiding lead, then I would say yes. Or if by strong you mean rough and hard and like strong, I would say no. So it just depends. Like for me, the time that I feel safe dancing with someone is when they're the best communicator possible. If they're asking only what they want me to answer inside of the dance, like for me that is like, that's the best, because then I don't have to guess. I can just be myself.
So funny because she talks about the connection and everything, and in my heart right now I'm feeling like, man, I want to get up and dance. Let's do another question, Serena.
Okay. So this next question is not related to some specific class item, but somebody did ask me this, which is a personal question about me. Personal. But
¿Inglés o en español?
En inglés.
Ah.
And somebody asked me this why before I was starting the class, and I was really close to the camera, and they were asking me some questions. We were talking about things, and they just asked it real quick, and then I answered it. So maybe you were on early one day, or maybe you just happen to know me and we're homies, and you just know this.
Homies.
No sé. Or you're just a lucky guesser.
We'll be
I don't know.
YouTube friends.
All right, the first person to answer correctly wins, and I'm so excited. So. And no, you don't have to spell it correctly. You just have to get the point across.
Good, because
All
I would
right.
have lost.
What is my favorite color? Go. What is my favorite color, people? Come on. If you don't know this, Delilah, you're fired.
Oh!
Oh!
But he already won.
Oh! Chris, you already won, but you were close. Oh, Victor, you won. Fisura. Does that mean fuchsia?
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
Somebody's
Fuchsia's
really
my
paying
favorite
attention.
color. Good job. High five, Victor. You guys were good though with the purples and the pinks.
And Chris, you did get it correct.
Chris.
But you already won.
On point. On point.
But they're like this. Cool.
Black. I love it. Ask me about black. I love black. I wear lots of black.
That's true.
My studio is black and white. How could it not be? Okay, I love black, and of course I do. I'm from New York, and fuchsia is my absolute favorite color. I just love it. I can't help myself. And what
I love
did
that color.
Victor win?
Victor,
Okay.
¿qué ganó Victor?
Victor, put your email in the chat right now, por favor.
Zoom!
Zoom private with me, Victor. Otra vez, nice. Okay, I'm gonna be doing privates all week. I can see.
That's
this.
right.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Muy bien, muy bien. And then remember, Victor, you can also request that the private lesson be with both of us, or if you're like, I don't want to hear from you, I want to hear from Nery, that's fine. We'll work it out. So please do put your email address in here so I can reach out to
Victor,
you. Received. Muy bien. Okay, excellent. Okay, got it.
Boom! We're running out of time, folks.
Perfect.
We'll do a few more questions.
Fuchsia. How
And
did you
then,
know?
Oh, told them.
Delilah, you didn't know. ¿Qué pasó? Okay, so let's go on with a little bit more. I know we're running out of time. I know we have like the schedule.
We got a schedule. It's like a Zoom.
All the Zooms. All you Zooms. Zoomies. I call you Zoomies. Like the sword. Okay,
Before we get started, Serena,
Sí.
I want you to get up and bring what your toys. She brought toys to this.
oh, I did.
She brought toys. Let's see what these toys
It's
are.
not like,
This is what Serena, you know. Oh
Hello,
my
everyone.
goodness. Who are your friends?
this is Rick and this is Pickle Rick. I am a large Rick and Morty fan. I am probably the largest. I like to do Rick and Morty trivia. I love everything about the show. I love the creators. I love the writers. I love all the characters. I love all the things. So
Loving it.
I love it. And you can see my shirt, all the things, all the characters. That's my butt.
Where's the cube?
Where's the what?
The cube. What does that mean? The light.
Oh my God! It's in my house. I almost brought it. It's actually the box for Mr. Meeseeks, and you hit it and it goes, Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Okay, it's really great. So those Rickles, Rick fans, thank you for also being a Rick fan. If you are, then we are friends immediately. But yeah, if you like Rick and Morty, then tag me with your Rick and Morty stuff. I so love that show. I don't know why. I just have like this strange obsession with the show. And you know, who doesn't want to pickle Rick, you know? I love him. I will hold him now. Yes, love it, yes. So how did you remember about the cube? Show me what you got. Oh my gosh, you got wubba lubba dub. You guys are fans. You were holding back on me. I wore the shirt to call to my fellow nerds.
Yo no sé si esto lo tienen en español en Latinoamérica. A ver si
It's a
aparece.
little intense.
Es bien intenso estos
Yes.
muñequitos. No
You
son
know,
para niños,
no
¿no?
judgment. No. No, hombre.
No es de familia.
Dance with Pickle Rick. Woo woo. Okay, that will have to be in a future class, you know.
Be like a GIF.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. A little jiffy.
Okay,
I
so
love it. Okay, so
running-
Neri always says we're running out of time because,
I'm the time clock
because we
today,
are. Today is his first time being the timekeeper.
and
I
I'm
just
gonna
want to
keep my
say,
job.
I just want to say A+. Good job. I'm always the timekeeper. Actually, we need like a little kitchen timer type thing too, like ding. Okay, let me go back. I'm gonna get one more question.
Tantas preguntas.
Okay, excuse me.
Perdón.
I'm going to read in español.
Okay, hablemos
And then we're
español.
gonna do the last giveaway. The last giveaway is probably the greatest giveaway of all time. I just want you all to know. And Neri does not know what the last giveaway is.
Oh boy, maybe it's me in the box sent to you guys.
I will be sending him USPS. Okay, John Owen asked, who is cutting your hair these days, Neri?
Oh,
That's not our last question. That's just a question. It's fun.
I just want to let you know that I do this job myself.
See?
Yo me corto mi propio cabello. I cut my hair. I did this yesterday because I was bored. But but I've been doing my hair for 12 years, 12 or 13 years. So, yep, you want a haircut? I can teach you how to do it.
Okay, this pregunta en español es de... ¿Desde? ¿O de? Ah, desde Ana. Ana Ruiz.
Es de Ana.
Es de Ana.
Ajá.
Hola, Ana.
Desde.
Gracias. Desde Filadelfia.
Eso.
Ok, Neri. Vámonos. Ok, cuando lideras vueltas dobles o triples,
Ajá.
¿qué es mejor? ¿Mantener la postura de los pies firme o marcar los pasos 5, 6, 7? This is a great one, and we're going to answer this one in English as well. The question is, when you're leading double or triple spins, which is better? Is it better to stay in an A-frame and have your feet still? Or is it better to mark time 5, 6, 7 with your feet?
Mi opinión realmente todo depende. A veces si el piso está muy liso, prefiero estar en una posición fija y darle las vueltas. Pero si estoy haciendo, digamos, una competición o realmente estoy enseñando si la canción realmente suena que tengo que marcar los pasos, lo voy a hacer, porque en realidad si estamos bailando tenemos que marcar los pasos, hay que realmente seguir bailando, pero no, a veces con estilo me quedo ahí en una parte fija y lo hago. Realmente no hay uno y el otro, pero si va a competir, sí digo que sí, tiene que marcar los pasos.
¿Y en inglés?
So, to answer that question about either do I stand firm in one position or do I step out my steps? I do both. It all depends. If the floor is slippery, I will make sure that I am steady enough to give her doubles or triples. If I'm competing, I will have to, mark my steps so they can actually see that I'm still dancing while I'm committing to another move. So it all depends too. If the song is really calling for me to step those steps at that moment, I will do it as well. So it all depends. To me, there's no right or wrong.
Right.
But the best thing is to
Style.
make sure that she's balanced. That's my number
So
one.
if you're gonna step it out and impact the quality of your lead, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you're competing, we need to still see that you're executing movement. You can still play with it. You can do like side step on the spot, rock steps. You can still do cool things with your feet to mark time. You can travel with it, but maybe you don't want to be standing still for that. So that's totally up to you. Okay, I'm gonna answer a couple of quick questions just like on the fly. So someone asked where we are located. So my studio here is located in San Diego, California. It is
So
here in Chula Vista. I am about 15 minutes away from the border where Tijuana is, and I love it here so much. This is like my favorite. And Nery usually lives in Florida, and he travels back and forth and coaches dancers in San Diego who are part of the sales studios, and then goes back and teaches his students in Florida and so on. So I guess
Or anywhere else in the world. Wherever they call me, I go.
that's the truth. And then Michael, you asked if you're gonna do the salsa class on 2 shines, Nery. And I know that he did have a couple shines classes, and so far they've been on 1. So I'm sure that's coming in the
Just
near
because you
future.
requested, yeah. And
Amazing.
especially in the subscription on that new website that's coming out, there will be a lot more shines on 2 and cha-cha as well. So a lot of things coming on.
Yes, very cool, very cool. Okay, cool. And I got
got
your
one more.
email. Very good. For those of you, some of you were writing in the chat about, one person in particular about stepping up your game, your fashion game. That's awesome. So thank you for sending your email. We got it. And very cool, very cool. So Nery's gonna reach out to you directly. If you put your email and you're like, you wanna work on fashion, he's gonna work with you directly. So no worries.
Heck yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so the last one, my friend. Oh, you're welcome, Michael. Biomed, you've never heard of Rick and Morty?
It's good. It's
Dot. I think that you're joking. Okay, so the last question is going to be en español. Remember, you have the bilingual advantage, some of you, and I am gonna try to ask this question in español.
¡Epa!
Okay. Oh, I actually
Lo
don't
tengo que
know
hacer en
how to
español.
ask this question.
Esta pregunta va a ser en español para ganar el último premio que tenemos hoy. El primero que ponga la respuesta aquí en YouTube, porque ya perdimos la gente en Facebook, pueden ganar lo que vamos a ofrecer en esta última pregunta.
This is the best one.
Y Serena lo va a leer. Vamos,
I'm
Serena.
gonna say it. I'm not even gonna read it. Okay. And I just want to say it is directly related to last week's Q&A,
Okay.
and this is a personal question about Nery.
Okay. En español.
En español.
Diga eso.
Sí.
What you just said.
Go ahead. No, I'm thinking about what I gotta say.
Ok, la pregunta va a ser algo que tiene que ver con algo personal de mí y es algo que se ha mencionado durante esta semana en las clases. So, prepárense, Serena lo va a preguntar ella
So you
misma.
said it in the Q&A.
Ah, lo
You were
dije.
sitting right. You were
Ok,
sitting
yo
right
estaba
here.
sentado aquí la semana pasada y,
You know the
y ahora sí. Y lo que hicimos la semana pasada, es el último viernes, ella va a hacer una pregunta de eso y tiene que referir hacia mí.
Okay. Voy a practicar mi español ahorita.
Vamos, Serena. ¿Qué puede?
Um,
¿Qué puede? Sí se
I
puede,
don't
sí
know
se
how to
puede.
say. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. No, I'm gonna practice. Okay.
We can go over here.
¿Cómo se llama el diseñador de la chaqueta de Nery en el viernes pasado.
¡Hey!
Okay.
¡Vamos!
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ooh, no, remember the diseñador.
El diseñador,
Diseñador, not texture.
no textura.
Ooh, if you were watching, you definitely know because he went like this.
¡Bam!
And it
Y
said
es
it right
así.
here. Oh, Sara! Muy bien, David.
Marimba. Wait, jugar.
David.
Oh, David.
David.
That's my boy.
Amazing. So we don't need David. You got his number? Okay.
No, send me the info.
Okay, David, congratulations.
What
Let's
did
see
he
what
do?
you won. David, please put your email in the chat. Let's see what you won. David. Your choice.
What? I
Okay.
didn't even know this.
David, listen to me. This is amazing. You can have
This is the first time we do that.
a private lesson with whoever or both. You can have the 1 month subscription to Nery's platform of videos. You can have a Deseo shirt. You can, that's it. So you pick what you want to do. Okay, send me your email address real quick and we will get hooked up with you.
Wow.
Very good, very good. Araceli, you missed it, but that's okay because you're already a winner.
I think she's gonna try and win every single week.
And
I know
that's
how
the
she
thing.
is.
That's
That's
the whole
awesome.
thing. Remember, you can win every week. Remember, that's the whole point. Come back. Remember, we always ask questions about this. I'm sure this will roam its way into our
Wondering.
questions. Fuchsia sure did. That was really awesome, and so did Zara. So really great, really
Si la
great.
chaqueta
Muy
fue
bien.
Sara, tenía puesta, si era de, ¿cómo se dice velvet in Spanish? How do you say
Okay.
velvet in Spanish?
No sé.
Pero sí, realmente David, ganaste,
Oh.
era Sara y me encanta la ropa de Sara porque es algo bien fácil de ponerse, de combinar con otras ropas y realmente podemos hablar más de eso en el futuro.
I just want to say thank you to everybody writing your awesome comments at the end. Thank you, Chantel. You're the best host again. Thank you.
Tercipelo. Thank you, Chris. Tercipelo.
Chris, you're on point. Okay, so Chris, Victor, and our other new friend, Inuyasha, we're going to be reaching out to you as far as wins goes. And let's see, anything else? Anything else that you want to ask us? Remember, you can always hop into our classes that are happening, and we try to get to those questions too, like inside of each class. So my next classes are tomorrow. I'm doing a stretch class at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Stretch for splits.
Epa, I need my
Let's do
splits.
it. Nery's going to be doing the splits.
As I'm filming. So you're gonna see the camera go. Whoop.
So hop on over to the Deseo Studios channel right here on YouTube. As soon as we log off here, just hop in there, hit subscribe and the notification bell. This way you can get into my classes tomorrow. 2 awesome classes, 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. for Pacific time tomorrow.
En español. Serena,
sí.
Serena mañana va a tener sus clases en su canal Deseo Studios en YouTube. La primera va a ser a las 12, lado oeste. ¿A qué horas?
11.
11. A las 11 de la mañana, lado oeste, va a aprender a hacer estiramientos hasta llegar a un que le llamamos en inglés split. En español, ¿cómo se dice split? Por favor, póngalo ahí. Y después,
Banana split.
Banana
Y después is a shines class from syllabus moves from my studio. So we're gonna just go through a whole bunch of moves. I think we're doing 10 shines tomorrow
en salsa.
in salsa, and it is on 1, and it is from a beginner beginner and intermediate salsa syllabus. So we're just gonna have fun, kind of like a jam session. It's a review for some of my students who are at home, sitting on your booties.
Pero es bueno practicar.
It's gonna be really nice and fun. So 11 a.m. stretch and 12 o'clock shines review.
Qué rico.
Muy bien.
Bueno.
So please like this video, like, hit the
Yeah,
thumb.
gracias
por
otra
favor.
vez a todos por su paciencia.
Thank you so
por-
much.
Serena ha aprendido tanto español ahora.
Sí.
El otro
hablando
Q&A
mucho.
va a ser solo puro español.
Ok.
Pero
Voy
me
a
alegro,
tratar
me
de
alegro.
hablar más.
Ok, mi gente, we're gonna go on our merry way. But
Está practicando. Sí.
again, I want to thank all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't believe an hour and a half flew by like crazy.
I don't know how we do it.
I mean, seriously, like it feels like we've just been here for 10 minutes. And we just want to thank
20.
all of you for really supporting and always showing your love. Realmente les queremos agradecer por siempre todo su apoyo,
Gracias,
el cariño,
gracias.
el amor, los buenos comentarios que siempre nos dicen y gracias por siempre tratar de hacernos hacer las cosas mejor. El audio, compramos unos nuevos mics. We bought new mics now. So we're trying to get quality to you guys as best
Upgrade.
as possible. And this is something new that
Upgrade yourself.
we're not videographers.
Right.
And so, but you know what? We're learning, and because of this crisis, we gotta step it up. And so, thank you to all of you for always making our week incredible, beautiful, and just magical. Because I'm always thankful I get to wake up and get to talk to all of you each day.
And next week, when our schedule comes out, you'll see what the theme of the Q&A will be. So please do participate in the theme. That would be so awesome to see you. And we will always have some kind of win opportunity for those, or multiple win opportunities for those who are participating in the theme. And
Let's do a selfie before I forget.
And so you want to make sure you're keeping connected to the schedule, right? And so we have our schedule live on deseostudios.com, my website. So you can check out my website, and that will always have our current schedule, what's coming out in the following week. So that will be up by Sunday morning Pacific time. Okay, you'll see a fresh new schedule right there of our YouTube live classes. And if you go check it out right now, deseostudios.com, then you can see still what's left for tomorrow.
And if you're interested on still practicing, we have USBs that we do have for sale. Please write us and let us know if you're interested on it. It's something great that you guys will use even after all this is done. But let's do a selfie, because this is tradition now. We do a selfie with all of you, and hopefully you can do a selfie with us, and you can tag us on, of course, the Insta.
On my Insta?
We're going to use Serena's phone because my phone's being used
That sounds
to
good.
film, pero les quiero decir en español que vamos a hacer una tradición que estamos haciendo ahorita, es tomar una selfie con todos ustedes. Y por favor, hagan lo mismo, tómense una selfie con nosotros y nos mandan la foto si pueden a través de Deseo Studios Instagram, o puede ser Nery García Oficial, y los vamos a sacar, los queremos ver.
And there are some questions about the USB. We're going to answer that in just a second. So just sit tight for me.
Don't leave, we gotta take a picture.
We're going to take our picture and then we'll pose for your picture. Here we go.
Get your shirt ready.
Oh my goodness. All right, your turn, my friend. So we're going to pose for
Ready?
you.
We're gonna be like, bang!
And
There you go.
why not?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, hopefully you took a picture in that moment. I always feel so bad. I'm like, how long do I wait? How long do I wait? Okay.
I count 1, 2, 3, 2,
Okay, really good questions. Is there a Rick and Morty discount? That is a good question to be determined. Right now, Nery is going to give some info about the USB. Okay, so, and I think in English and Spanish would be
Sure.
awesome. So the question is, like USB question mark? Can you say a little bit? And then also the price.
Okay, so the USB, and I'm going to tell you right now, is you have 2 versions of it. There's one that has 50 or plus moves. It has to be dancing on 1 or dancing on 2 salsa. Now that's with Serena and I. We can either mail it to you old-fashioned way, or better yet, I send you a link and you actually get it right there and then, and you can download it on your own computer. Now that's $75 for the 50 plus moves. Now, if you want 130 plus moves and things that you will learn, spins, turns, patterns, all these things, shines, that's $125, and it could be through Venmo or PayPal. And that one, again, I can mail it to you, or I can send you a link and you can download it onto your computer, and it's very easy. I've had many people purchase them, they're enjoying them, they're sending me their videos of them working.
Yeah.
And so,
Awesome.
en español, estamos vendiendo un USB con dos opciones. La primera opción son 50 y más movimientos que estamos enseñando en 1 y en 2. Y ese cuesta $75. Ahora, se lo puedo mandar a través del correo o le puedo mandar un correo electrónico con todos los movimientos ahí que le puede bajar a su computadora. Ese vale 75, pero hay opción número 2 que es más de 130 movimientos, técnicas, como girar, todo. Lo ponemos allí y realmente son casi como 200 movimientos que hay. Y ese $125 pueden usar PayPal o Venmo, me pueden escribir. You can put my new email address. Serena va a poner mi correo electrónico aquí mismo. She's going to put my email address there. You can contact me, me pueden contactar. Y si quieren, se los mando y pueden practicar más. Son más detallados, they're very detailed information, and it's got a lot of information in there. So just remember, I don't want your computer learning, I want you learning. So don't just download it and keep it in your computer. I hope that helps.
See? Okay, that is in there, Nery@nowsalsa.com. Okay, perfect. And thank you so much for being with us. I just have to thank you again. And really appreciate you all for playing. Thanks for playing our game. We just make these games, keep it fun for you, keep it fun for us, and fresh. So remember, every week we have new classes and new stuff that's happening, including this online subscription, which is going to be super cool and really change the game for, I think, all of us as dancers and dance teachers. So look out for that. And then in the meantime, you can, like I said, check out deseostudios.com, and that'll have a lot of info about what I do and what the studio offers, and also our sweet schedule for every week. So that includes Nery.
And I think if it's okay with you, Serena, let's include them on the next theme. What theme do you think we should do next Friday?
Put
them
in the
on right
comments
now,
real
yeah.
quick.
Put them in the comments, and let's see what our next theme should be. And maybe it's going to be a different time too. It probably won't be the same time. We'll see.
Oh, a wine session, nice, Chris.
Wine session. You know, this is something I've
What
never
else you
been
guys
drunk in my
got?
life. I think I've said this before.
That's a good
One
hey,
of my-
that's trivia.
If this happens on live TV, geez. But yeah, just put them on, and we want to include you in it.
Oh, video game theme,
Video
hats,
game.
90s. You know, I love
Ooh,
90s.
the 90s.
I love the 90s.
Ooh, the 90s.
I'm like
How about
that
the 80s?
CD cover. I love the 90s. That's me.
What was
Pajama Jam.
Wow.
You know what? Pajama Jam. I was thinking about Pajama Jam. Family friendly people. Pajama Jam. Okay, good. 80s. Yep. Okay, just keep putting them in there. That's so great. This is really helpful. And in the meantime, we will see you next week, or I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. people. Okay?
Pacific time.
Nos vemos.
I love this. I'm going to show you all how you. This was pretty cool, huh, Serena? Serena did a beautiful job putting all that together.
I put it all together.
All right.
Like Sam.
Serena, good job.
Gracias.
Say bye to Rick and Pickle.
Oh, Pickle Rick and Rick.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.